Hello and welcome to Tarot RN. It stands for Tarot Registered Nurse or Tarot Right Now because we want tarot and we want it now. I am here for a love collective reading, okay? Because it's been a rough couple of Mercury retrograde days and I need something to aspire to. I need something related to love. So as I was shuffling the cards, I got somewhat of a story painted. There's more pieces that are missing and it'll be different for everybody. But I'll start with some of my oracle cards that I saw here. So the energy kept pulling towards escaping. So avoiding, blocking, pushing away, and behind it is cloudy judgment. Stay with me. Okay? And then for my tarot cards, at the bottom I have the Ace of Wands upright, and then the Ace of Swords reverse with clouded judgment again. So to me, this could be either somebody who is avoiding a conversation, avoiding getting clarity on certain things that aren't clear, someone who's avoiding a conversation, or somebody who's avoiding a fresh new start in this connection, a much needed new start in this connection. And I was asking myself, well, why would that be? And then I got this card saying no, and it's not the right time. So I feel like even though this person thinks very highly of you, okay? Thinks very highly of you, likes a lot of things about you, but somehow feels like it's not the time. And then I also had this oracle card from my totem guardians, and it talks about polar bear quality. And when I looked into that, because I'd never gotten this card before, 34, this might be somebody's age. And it talks about sometimes less is more. It encourages us to choose quality over quantity. I'm going to leave it there because I feel like maybe this person at some point wanted to choose quantity over quality. And maybe they're avoiding, blocking a conversation that needs to happen with themselves and with you, in admitting that they chose wrong. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to start pulling some tarot, and we'll bring some oracles in too. And we're going to do our usual format, S-bar. Okay? It's a term used commonly in nursing, and it stands for situation, background, assessment, and their overall recommendation. So let's go ahead and pull into the situation. So in this love collective reading, angels, guides, and ancestors, give us the most clear message here on what the situation is. Why is this person potentially blocking this conversation? Okay, and we got the Two of Wands, and it's lacking a strategy. This feels like this person might not know how to approach you. This person might be even blocked. Maybe this person feels like there's no way to get to you or reach you, or that their approach wouldn't be welcome. And Six of Coins at the bottom, maybe they feel like it wouldn't be reciprocal. Or maybe this person wants to give you some sort of gift, maybe some sort of apology. They want to bring balance into this equation. Maybe they see you as somebody who's very kind, and maybe their fears tell them, oh, she's not going to accept me. But maybe you feel like, I'm a cool person, I'm a chill person, I'm open to dialogue. So we'll continue along those lines. I'll do background now so we can get a little bit more into this person and your situation with your connection. We have the Ten of Wands. Lay your burden down. Prioritize. This person wants to, the fact that you guys are not talking, I feel like is weighing heavily on this person. I think if they were to release these fears of rejection, release the clouded judgment, to have that trueness with themselves, to talk about what would make them happy, what would make them feel satisfied. And it feels like that would be you. I think they're unsatisfied with, again, the connections that are more about quantity and not quality. So let's get the overall assessment, the overall picture, the overall assessment here on this situation, or any additional insight that is needed to understand the situation. Oh man, and it's retrograde. It's time for your past to come back. I don't know if you want your past or your future. Overall assessment. We have the Nine of Coins and then the Judgment. I think what we need in this relationship or connection is to put all the cards out on the table. You can do it on your own. You can be single, they can be single, but are we going to heed the call of the universe, of the divine guides that are trying to push you and this person together? Because there seems to be a higher calling here. There seems to be potentially a soulmate connection. And once you get over the hurdles and this conversation where maybe forgiveness needs to happen, or bearing it all out on the table, you might find it very rewarding, and you might find that this is something that you want to invest in. Okay? And what is the recommendation? What is the recommendation for this connection? We have the Nine of Wands reverse. Choose your battles. Try another approach. Feeling overwhelmed. With the Three of Wands, I think the blockage that this person is experiencing can only be lifted by them. I don't think the ball is in your court, returning home and then stalled and postponed. I think this person knows what needs to be done. They know that they made a mistake. They want to let this burden off their shoulders. They want to find a strategy that speaks to them about the right way to go about this reconnection, that Ace of Wands, the re-spark in this relationship. And again, we had the Ace of Swords reverse. There's that blockage. There's that clouded judgment. And it feels like right now is not the right time. And sometimes these things require patience, you know? We don't like that. We don't like that patience. But that's it for my tarot cards today. I'm going to bring more oracles in this situation for more messages. Let's do, how is this person feeling towards you and towards the connection? How is this person feeling towards you and towards the connection? So past lives, so repeated patterns and karmic lessons. I think if there was a period of separation, I think it needed to happen so that karmic lessons could be learned and to break the repeating of patterns. Okay, we have withdrawn. I think either you or this person walked away and they made the wrong choice at that time, or what seemed to be the wrong choice to let go of this connection. But again, some karmic patterns needed to be worked out. With a past life, this might be somebody that you already know, or maybe this is somebody that you don't know that well, but it feels like, oh, I already met somebody like him in my past, you know? I want to know, what are their next actions? Are they going to take any actions next? I don't know if I should be asking or not, but look at that. And we got beginnings. Try again, new direction, and start over. So while I think the current energy is that of the Two of Wands in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's something that is still, and I'm just going to throw that out there real quick. I think you both might be feeling the same way. You might be wanting to reach out to this person, get their attention. But Spirit and the universe are not letting that happen right now, because if it's going to happen when it's not time, this connection could potentially be jeopardized, okay? So I'm going to take that, there we go. And I'm going to get more cards on the inside. What is on this person's mind with regards to this connection? What is on this person's mind with regards to this connection? I mean, need I say more? I don't think you need to do anything. I think you just need to be patient. Let them initiate if they are the masculine, you know? In the meantime, I don't think this means, see how like the door is still open? I think you should leave the door open, but focus on yourself and work on yourself. Work on your Nine of Coins. Work on becoming more valuable, on adding more qualities to yourself, okay? Because this is the energy right now, but the truth is, we never know. How does this person feel about the connection and about the collective, the lovely collective who is here listening to this message, who is curious about this? And we have manifestation with an oyster and some pearls. I really do think that this person thinks very highly of you. And then, whoop, here we go again. Our not so favorite word, patience. See, this is still in the cocoon. The butterfly, the clarity is not quite there yet, but it's working. And see, they'll be back for a new beginning. And I do want to see what that oyster is with 24. Maybe this is somebody that you met in 2024. You're 24. Let's see. We have manifestation. All manifestations start on the inside. What you nourish on the inside never fails to manifest on the outside. Use your imagination to bring out the emotional response on the inside, reveling in the positive feelings that accompany the image. I think you need to remain positive about this connection. I think you need to let this manifestation happen. I think this person's working on their inside, on cultivating their own qualities as well. And when they come back, they're going to have something beautiful to offer. They're going to have something that you both, oh my God. By the way, directly under it. I truly believe that a lot of us are going to be blessed with a beautiful soulmate connection soon. If this person could say something to the Love Collective, if we could pick their brains and pull out whatever conversation letter they want to have, what would it be? Okay. I wish I could hold you tonight. Love that. You might be, this person might feel you energetically holding them, or you might feel them energetically and the 5D holding you. That's beautiful. Your laugh is so amazing. This person might imagine making you laugh. Maybe they want that through this conversation, that it's gonna end in laughter and they're not gonna get rejected and you're gonna be like, hey, what are you doing? Don't talk to me ever again. You know, I think they want to remain positive about this. And I'm gonna do una más. Let's do one more message. What could this person say if we could pick their brain? What could this person say if I could pick their brain about the collective, about the connection? I wish things were different. And I think this plays in with the manifestation. They're going to manifest things being different between you guys. And I truly believe that with I want to make you right at the bottom. Woo! What a lovely reading, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do some charms, making sure we're still there. How can my person know who this person is? How can my collective know who this person is? Or what do they need to know with regards to this connection that is taking time, but that looks to be a long-lasting, beautiful connection? We have the strawberry. We have the mask. So definitely somebody masking their feelings. We have this beautiful flower with a little pearl inside. And this is pink, like a feminine energy. And then the strawberry. So something sweet, or, you know, it needs to wait for it to be ripe and ready to dig in. Strawberries are also like romantic, a little bit erotic. We have a glass of wine that is red with the passion. A lot of love. I think this, like I said, this person has a lot of love for you. To me, the black is like that masculine energy. There's some sort of triangle. Maybe there was at some point like a love triangle, or maybe this person's like religious, right? I'm gonna do a couple more and that is it. We have this dark moon. Maybe this person is going through like the dark night of the soul. We have a little blue dog. So this is to me like calm energy, blue energy. A dog is also like loyal. Looks a little bit like north, south, east, west. I think you are very clear on your direction of where you're heading with your going. I see this as you, the 9 of coins, somebody with so much to offer. And I think you're waiting for this person to be back, to make their approach, to have things be different and make things right. So you don't have to go ahead and move on. So let's get some letters. Can we have some letters maybe to names or related to this connection? Is that COD? Not Call of Duty. We don't do video games on this channel. Okay. That was a lot. Usually more than I get. So let's dig into that. By the way, X. Maybe that was the triangle with their X. Texas. X'd out. TD. GYSCO. Correctional officer. Like I said, Call of Duty. Maybe this person likes to play that game. TOD. Tour of duty. Maybe this person is in the military, or somebody works in the federal government. Tour of duty. CYD. What? CYD Sid. SYD Sid. Sydney. Could be Australia. GC. Like I said, TD, DT, D. So here we have all the letters. Dote. Maybe this person dotes on you. Dotes. Codes. Maybe this person's gonna know the codes to your heart. Okay. That is it, guys. I hope this message resonated in some way, shape, or form. Hang in there. The best is yet to come. Stay true to yourself. Continue to work on yourself. And let whoever wants you show you that it was a mistake, that they left, that they walked away. And enjoy whatever comes from this beautiful connection. Thank you.